There's something most older men won't talk about, but it affects how you sleep, how you feel, and even how you love. It might seem like a guilty pleasure or a private habit you've long kept to yourself. But what if I told you doing it too much, or not enough, could be silently draining your energy? And here's the kicker: most men over 60 are getting this completely wrong. I'm Dr. Daniel Hartman, and after 3 decades of working with men over 60, I can confidently say the problem isn't your age, it's what's happening inside your body. Let's be honest. As men, we're taught to stay strong, silent, and never talk about what goes on in the bedroom unless it's a joke. But once you cross that 60-year mark, the silence starts to weigh heavier. Many of my patients walk in with the same questions, whispered almost in embarrassment. Is it normal that I still do it? Should I stop? Am I doing it too much? Is it hurting my health? You're not alone. Most men feel this way, and no one talks about it. But they should, because here's the truth. Masturbation doesn't have an expiration date, but the way you approach it does need to evolve with your body. Let's talk about it. First, let's address the elephant in the room. Why does this even matter? In your 60s and beyond, your testosterone levels are naturally declining. Blood flow slows down, nerves become less sensitive. Your body is aging, yes, but that doesn't mean your desire disappears. Far from it. In fact, many men in their 60s and 70s report stronger mental urges than they did in their 40s. Why? Because the brain never stops being the most powerful sex organ. But when your body can't keep up, frustration builds, anxiety creeps in, and for some men, shame. That's where masturbation often becomes a coping mechanism. For some, it's once in a while. For others, it's daily or even multiple times a day. So how often is healthy? Well, let's break it down. If you're masturbating once or twice a week and you feel good afterward, physically and emotionally, you're likely within a healthy range. Your body gets the cardiovascular benefits of orgasm. Your prostate gets stimulation, which can be protective, and your mood, it often improves due to the dopamine release. But if you're doing it more than 4 or 5 times a week at 60 plus, and afterward you're feeling drained, irritable, or even depressed, that could be a red flag. You may be harming yourself without even knowing. Remember, your body takes longer to recover now. Your prostate, for example, is more sensitive. Overstimulation can lead to inflammation. That dull ache some men feel afterward. That's not just in your head. It's your body telling you, slow down, and here's something most men don't realize. Excessive masturbation at this age can affect your pelvic floor muscles. These muscles control bladder function and sexual performance. If they weaken, you may experience urgency, leakage, or difficulty getting or maintaining an erection. This might shock you, but most old men do this wrong. They rush. They go for the quick release. They rely on old habits from their youth, fast, aggressive, mechanical. But your body isn't 25 anymore. It's 65, maybe 72, maybe even 80. You need a new approach, a gentler, more mindful one. Let's talk about technique. The best form of masturbation for older men is slow, intentional, and connected. Take your time, breathe, focus not just on release, but on sensation, on comfort, on reconnecting with your own body. Lubrication is your friend. Dry stimulation can cause tiny tears in aging skin. And for men with thinning skin due to medications or medical conditions, it can even lead to infections. Next, let's address the emotional side. Many men use masturbation to cope with loneliness, especially after retirement. After losing a spouse, after the kids have grown and left, it becomes a routine, something to fill the quiet. But here's the truth. When it becomes a substitute for human connection, it can lead to deeper emotional isolation. That's why I always tell my patients, masturbation is healthy when it's a celebration of your body, not an escape from your emotions. Let me share a story. Jim, a 67-year-old retired truck driver from Indiana, came into my clinic last year. He was energetic, lively, but confessed he was masturbating 2-3 times every single day. He said it made him feel less old, but he also admitted to feeling tired, disconnected, and increasingly reliant on it to feel normal. After some discussion, we agreed he'd cut back to twice a week. He also joined a local hiking group and started volunteering. Within 3 months, Jim said something I'll never forget. I finally feel like I'm living again, not just passing time. That's the power of balance. Let's talk briefly about the physical benefits of healthy masturbation. Yes, there are benefits when done in moderation. 1. Prostate health. Regular ejaculation may reduce the risk of prostate issues, including prostate cancer. Think of it as flushing the pipes. 2. Better sleep. Orgasm releases serotonin and oxytocin, which help you fall asleep faster and deeper. 3. Improved mood. Masturbation releases endorphins, the feel-good hormones. 4. Reduce stress. For many men, it's a pressure valve, a way to relax, refocus, and feel calm. But too much reverses all of those. You feel fatigued, mentally foggy, and emotionally dull. That's because your body isn't recovering fully. And over time, that can lead to erectile issues, nerve desensitization, and even mild depression. Finally, let's talk about shame, because whether you're doing it once a month or once a day, the guilt some men carry is heavier than anything physical. You were raised in a different time, a time where sex was hidden, where touching yourself was whispered about, judged, or flat out condemned. But I want to say this clearly: you are not broken. You are not dirty. You are not weak. You are human, and this is normal. Your body deserves to be understood, not punished, and you deserve the truth. The truth is, masturbation after 60 is healthy when it's done mindfully, in moderation, and with care. It should enhance your life, not consume it. If you're in a relationship, talk about it. If you're single, own it. If you're curious, experiment, but always listen to what your body is telling you. And if you're feeling unsure, that's okay too, because you're not alone. Every week, I get emails, letters, and messages from men just like you. From all over the country, strong men, wise men, men who've built lives, raised families, fought battles, and still have questions they've never dared to ask out loud. So let me say this: you deserve a healthy, confident life, no matter your age. Don't let silence rob you of peace. Don't let outdated shame steal your joy. Whether you're 61 or 91, your pleasure still matters, your health still matters, and you still matter. If this video gave you something to think about, something you've never heard before, or something you've always wondered but never voiced, then do this: like, subscribe, and share this with someone who needs it. Here, we talk about what no one else dares to, because you matter.